What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the NJ Show. How is it all going, everyone? How are you doing? It's Tuesday morning. Well, Tuesday afternoon in the UK, actually. Are we live? We are live. We are live. Okie dokie, artichoke. How is it going, everybody? How is it going? We've got an important thing to discuss today. I know a lot of you are probably tuning in because you want to talk about Bitcoin, altcoins, and Ethereum. I know. I did an altcoin episode on the weekend where we did a massive episode of just purely charting altcoins. And I know that you guys love that now. So maybe on Saturdays I'll do that. However, today there's another important topic that we need to discuss, okay? And because of the controversy behind that topic, we need to keep this episode really oriented to the point. All right, so we need to stick to what we need to talk about today, and we can't digress with Bitcoin, altcoins, Ethereum, etc., etc., etc. What I will say, though, for those of you who have tuned in for price action, what I will say is I don't think Bitcoin is done yet. I think that we'll know if Bitcoin is done in a couple of days. Just quickly looking at this chart here, I know you guys can't see it, but we're still at support. We haven't actually broken down yet. Okay. And if you look at the weekly, it kind of looks like the low of the week is what's being put in as opposed to us breaking down and us going to brand new lows. So the bear market rally could still be on. We just have to be a little bit patient in terms of what we're looking to expect from the bear market rally. It was never going to go up in one candle. All right. So same thing for alts as well. For those of you who are watching SC as well, you guys know SC still in the long as well. All right. Cool. So let me do the shout out. After I've done the shout out, we're going to start talking about CZ versus SBF because it's a sexy topic. I'm enjoying it, but it's not very good for crypto. You know, we'll talk about it anyway. So to begin the stream, we're going to give a shout out to Frederico, who is at the gym. Yeah, who's at the gym? How do I know he's at the gym? I saw a comment from him saying he's at the gym. He's not here no more. Oh, here it is. Frederico's at the gym. Nice to see you, Frederico. Cheers for joining. Nicholas Giroux, good to see you, my bro. Thank you for joining. August, it's good to see you. Stephen M. Crypto, welcome back. I see you down there, mate. I see you. Yusuf, good to see you, my bro. Thank you for joining. Hafuel, my number one. Good to see you. Please show love and respect to the mods. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you're subscribing to the channel so you can get your comments in. You know, interact with these mods. They're amazing people to know. Brown Hulk, good to see you. Peter, good to see you. Stinkfoth, good to see you. Elizabeth, my other number one, good to see you. Thank you for joining. We've got Min, my brother from Vietnam. I always recognize you, Min. Yo, good to see you. Lily, I love Lily. Can't be a stream without Lily these days. You know what I'm saying? Good to see you, Lily. Thanks for joining, sis. Mammal, good to see you, Mammal. Thanks for joining. Mammal means uncle from my mom's side in my language. So whenever you see this name, panic, all right? Panic. It doesn't matter who Trader NJ is or becomes. When Mammal's in the chat, it's, you know, your balls go back up into your stomach. Anyway, Marta, good to see you, Marta. Thank you for joining the show. We've got Hira here. We've got KAR Crypto. It's time to make you a mod, KAR Crypto. Everybody in the chat, give a massive shout out and congratulations to KAR Crypto, who number one, works super hard, always posting on Twitter, always analyzing the market. Number two, he's always joining the streams. I see him in my stream, in SE stream, EXO stream, and Dank stream. He's putting the work in. He deserves it more than ever. So let me get that going now. Massive shout out to KAR. Show respect and love to the moderators in the chat. Okay, how do I do this? There we go. Add moderator. There you go. Hey, KAR Crypto, you are now a mod on the channel. Welcome aboard, my friend. Welcome aboard to In It for the Tech. Hopefully, we'll do good things in the future, all of us together collectively. All right. We've got MM in the chat. We've got JMO in the chat. We've got Phil, the Flying Frenchman, in the chat, who's probably next on that list. So keep it going, Phil. Keep it going. We've got DH1. We got Sam. Appreciate you joining. Not SBF. No, not SBF. It's Sam. We got AD in the chat. We got Trader SKO in the chat. We got Miguel. We got Peterson. We've got Samir. We've got how do I say this one? We've got Hujej Brahim. I like that name. It's a strong name, like Mufasa. Strong. Sam Camille, good to see you. Miguel, good to see you. August, once again, I'll say August again, good to see you. Johan, Terra Potter. All right, there's too many. Shane. Love to all of you. All right, love to all of you. Right, let's get the show going. All right. So the first thing that we need to discuss, right, in this whole topic of what has pissed off CZ to the point where he's arguing, he's properly beefing with Sam on Twitter, and it's gotten to a stage now where CZ is now selling his FTT tokens. It's becoming violent in this market, especially when you get two billionaires, two behemoths in the crypto space arguing with each other. I do apologize if you hear some little sort of distortion in the background. I've got my little window open up there and there's a massive wind blowing and the curtains just going. So all love, all love. Please excuse. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to share my screen and we're going to kick off. All right. The first thing that we need to talk about is what pissed off CZ. Now, let me see if I can bring this up for you because Sam deleted the tweet. So I'm going to see if I can bring it up as a picture. I should be able to do this. Hold on. We're going to look at this together. We'll break it down together because, boy, this is juicy. This is juicy. This is the kind of thing that we love to cover on this show. Okie dokie. Right. So first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share this. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So share screen, application. There we go. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to share this. All right. Now, a guy named Ryan Salam commented, he put a tweet out, right? Saying, it's been an absolute pleasure watching CZ have the extremely difficult but transformative debates on Twitter this past week to ensure the crypto industry moves forward in the best possible way. Of course, you would say something like that about our CZ, our hero in the crypto space alongside Elon, of course. SBF comes out and he says, oh, I'm excited to see him repping the industry in DC, you know, going forward. But like, you know, is he allowed to go there though? Is he allowed to go there? Now, this didn't swing well with CZ. It didn't swing well. Few days later, lo and behold, this was October 30th here on the left. Few days later, I think this was 2 days ago, right? He puts a tweet out talking about this new protocol that he's got going on his platform called Send. And CZ tweets and says, oh, we've decided we're going to start selling our tokens, but we'll go into that in a little while. So just hold on to that. And Sam comments on his post for Send, and he says, look, I don't want to talk about this, but I'm going to be bringing it up because everybody's asking me about it. And he says, regarding the CZ situation, there was another post before this, and then he says, look, because I respect the hell of what y'all have done to build the industry as we see it today, whether or not they reciprocate, and whether or not we use the same methods, including CZ. So man tried to back out. You know them ones like, I'll fight you after school, G. I'll see you at 3:15. And then 3:10 comes and you're like, you know what, bro? Like, honestly, like, I'm not even on this beef thing. I'm a peaceful guy. My mom didn't raise me that way. I just don't want to fight. You know what I'm saying? Man like Sam did that. He goes, anyways, as always, it's time to build. He used the NJ show narrative. He was like, guys, make sure you're building in the bear market, make love and blockchain, not war. All right, so that's number one. The next thing that we're going to look at, right, is going to be this. Before we go deep into what's actually going on with CZ, we're going to have to understand first about whether or not Alameda Research, the guys behind FTX, are bankrupt. All right. Now, as we're going to go and read into this, we're going to really dive into this. What I'm going to need you to do is I'm going to need you to smash the likes if you haven't already smashed the likes. We've got 37 likes in the chat. We've got nearly 90 people here. So smash up the likes. Let's get to 90, 100 likes if we can. That would be great. All right. And if you haven't subscribed to the show, subscribe to the Blood Clot Show. All right. Welcome to the NJ community. You're all welcome here. Help us get to 5K subscribers. Did you know that we are this close to 5K subscribers? And that's because of all of you lot in the chat. So make sure you get us to 5K subscribers. Let's see if we can get that today or this week even. All right. But I need your help to do it. So let's get into this juicy madness. All right. So the hedge fund's finances appear to rest on the same scheme that destroyed Celsius Network. Will it work out any differently for Sam? Will it? Sam Bankman-Fried, better known as SBF, has a reputation for being the smartest guy in the room, unless CZ's there. You can kind of tell which side I'm on, right? I love FTX, you know. It's not even deep. I actually love FTX, but CZ is my guy, though. CZ is my guy. You know, CZ's been with us from the 2017 cycle up till now, and he bossed the last cycle. Think about your favorite altcoins, yeah? We were always asking when Binance. We were never asking when FTX. Minor. We keep a Switzerland bias here in the chat. All right. We're not gonna send for Sam. We're not gonna chat against CZ either. We're just gonna keep it Switzerland. So let's talk. All right. The crypto billionaire controls both one of the largest crypto hedge funds, Alameda Research, and one of the largest crypto exchanges, FTX. He has appeared in the thick of multiple crypto company failures, bailing out crypto lender BlockFi, which we covered on this channel, by the way, a couple of months ago, and acquiring most of the assets of Voyager Digital, which we also covered on this channel a couple of months ago. Some have even compared his role during the recent crypto rout to JP Morgan during the crisis of 1907. However, a recent leak suggests that SBF's crypto empire rests on some questionable foundations. Interesting indeed. On November 2nd, a report from Coindesk shared some critical financial details from Alameda Research, the crypto hedge fund controlled by a crypto mogul, Sam Bankman-Fried. So SBF. Coindesk reported that they had obtained a copy of the hedge fund's Q2 balance sheet. Now, we know Q2, that's pure bear market. We know what happened in Q2. Bitcoin shanked. I haven't got the chart here, but I know all of you have TradingView. Whether you're watching this live or recorded, go to TradingView, go to Bitcoin, and you'll see what Bitcoin did in Q2. It wasn't pretty, all right? Total assets, 14.6 billion. This is comprised, not compromised. This is comprised of 5.8 billion FTT tokens. Now, bear in mind that needs to $5.8 billion worth of FTT tokens. It's whatever FTT is worth. FTT is not worth 5.8 billion anymore, if you know what I mean. FTT token, 1.2 billion Solana tokens, and 3.37 billion in unidentified crypto held. So probably like Doge, Shiba, Floki, Kiba, all the meme coins, MRA, probably. You know what I'm saying? 2 billion in investments in equity securities. This leaves roughly 2.2 billion in assets. According to our sources, hundreds of millions of dollars of the remaining assets are comprised by Alameda's holdings of the Serum SRM and Oxygen Oxy, MAPS, and FIDA tokens, all of which are from the other SBF projects. So all these tokens were big in the last bull market. I made some good money off this token SRM here, you know. For those of you who might have been following me on Twitter back then, boy, we got a nasty swing off this one here. Made good money. I think I got my CLA just after this. Funny. All of which are from other SBF's projects. According to this balance sheet, Alameda only had 134 million in cash on hand in June 2022. Total liabilities were 8 billion, of which 7.4 billion are loans, with another 992 million worth of FTT tokens owned. The remainder is unidentified by the Coindesk article. So what's happening here is they found their balance sheet and they're saying, all right, on the balance sheet, it looks like you've got assets, but it looks like you owe more than you have available to pay. And also a lot of the coins that you're holding are very, very volatile for the market. So if you're holding $5.8 billion in FTX tokens, FTT, what's going to happen if the market shanks by 50% and you're left with your value of your assets going to be half? Your bag holding and you can't even sell because of liquidity. But how do you sell $5.8 billion in tokens? You can't. Do you see what I'm saying? So this article has a lot to say. Now, this is the thing, right? You've got to look at it from CZ's perspective. All right. Number one, if this report comes out saying, oh, these lot are murked, their balance sheet's not even looking good. They're losing money. They owe more than they can actually give back. Right? CZ's going to look at this and think, hang on a second, these guys are my competitors. These guys are my rivals in the space. If you think of a rival for CZ in the crypto space, you're not going to think Michael Saylor. You're not going to think John McAfee. You're going to start thinking things like CZ, SBF. Because FTX has an exchange, CZ has an exchange, SBF have Alameda Research, CZ has Binance Labs. How long before a pancake swap version of FTX comes out? And then you've got the whole FTX economy booming and you've got the whole Solana economy booming. Whereas on Binance's side, they could see a potential here. Binance is loaded, you know, they've got money. Believe me, they've got so much money. They can fund whatever they want, you know? They can fund whatever they want. Minor. The purported leak of Alameda's financials demonstrates that the firm's largest assets is its holdings of FTX's token FTT. So you're a bag holder, issued by none other than SBF's FTX exchange. The FTT token on Alameda's balance sheet is roughly 1/3 of their total assets and equal to 88% of Alameda's net equity. Now, one thing that we're going to learn later on in this stream is the way that FTX works. And I'll show you one quick snippet here. FTX prints FTT out of thin air. They have the ability to do that. So just bear that in mind when you're looking at this, whereby the firm's largest asset is their crypto token issued by SBS's other company, which is a significant portion of their assets in token issued by other related parties. It's almost as if SBF found a way to hack the financial system, printing billions of dollars out of thin air, against which he was able to borrow massive sums from unknown counterparties. So the way it works is, you've got your company, which you can print tokens. You can just print tokens. And the more tokens, if one FTX token is worth $20 and you have the ability to just print them out of thin air, as long as you're not selling those tokens and you're just holding them, then your balance goes up, right? Then you go to the bank, you're like, yo, Mr. Bank, how you doing? You good, yeah? Listen, me, yeah? I've got 5.8 billion right now. I'll show you. Hey, someone open my Binance. Let me show him my 5.8 billion. Show the bank 5.8 billion. I'm just here to borrow 50 mil though. That's it. I just need 50 bar. Bank's going to look at this and say, well, hang on, this guy's got 5.8 billion. This guy is reliable. I'm definitely 100% letting him borrow that money. All right. And then the loans start building up, but you've only got FTX to sell in order to pay those loans off. So who are you dumping on? You're dumping on your community. You see what I'm saying? So when CZ's there, CZ's not going to say nothing. CZ's going to be chill. CZ's going to be cool. But when CZ realizes that you send for him, because this guy sent for CZ, CZ's like, yo, do you know, if I really want to, I can destroy you. And that is pretty much what's happened. Now we keep going down the basic architecture of a flywheel scheme. All right. And we'll break this down as we go on here. All right. So you create a token, you pump the price of the token, the market gains, add the market gains to the balance sheet. So like I just explained, you've got your FTX tokens, you can print them out of thin air. The more you print them, the more that your balance is going to go up. You show these gains to investors, and then you raise cash through equity sales or loans. But then you see how it stops here. You see why it comes back to pump price, token price. Probably somewhere along this area here is where you abandon the project and make a new project. You see what I'm saying? So this arrow here should probably go up to this area here, where you recreate a token and repump it. So he's got multiple branches that he can stick his finger into to pump price, to get his token going. And he's got the credibility to do it as well. You know what I'm saying? We saw him single-handedly pump Solana. All right. Like and subscribe, by the way. Make sure you're subscribing. Bottom right-hand corner. We've got over 100 people watching now. Let's get a solid like spike. All right. Do it for the NJ community. Do it for everybody. Welcome to the NJ community. If you're new to the show, by the way, really appreciate you having you on board. Really do appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the content. All right. So readers of this site will recall that the now defunct Celsius network has a multi-billion-dollar crypto lending firm Ponzi scam with very close ties to SBF. Oh, fuck me. Yeah. Was destroyed in a part by its token, CEL. Celsius network was built around the CEL token under the brilliant idea that it could be used to spin up billions of dollars in free assets. The structure of a flywheel scheme is quite simple. Create a token, pump the token's price, mark those babies to the market, show off your success. Look how many gains I've made doing X, Y, and Z. When in reality, all you did was you just printed tokens. But we should all do this. There's only like 105 of us here. No one would know. We could just link up together, a little Telegram community like, yo, who's running this? Hafuel, you run it, bro. We can just print these tokens out of thin air. We can show everyone our success. And then we can get these big loans. How are we going to pay them back, though? I don't know. People are asking, am I going to be streaming for CPI tomorrow? I'm going to be at token 2049 tomorrow, so I might not be able to. However, if I do get a chance to, I will do it. All right. If I do get a chance to, I will. If I can somehow make it work, I will do it. But in the meantime, we've got this, So, of course, nothing is really this simple. It turns out that the flywheel scheme is just another bit of an unsustainable financial engineering, kind of like the lending scheme, right? For a couple of reasons. First, as you drive the price of your token higher, it begins to cost more to keep the price up. The people that own the token are increasingly incentivized to sell out, forcing you to buy more tokens at higher prices. Eventually, you either run out of money, own all the tokens in existence, or you just stop buying, which you can't do because if you stop it, it all comes crashing down. CPI is on Thursday, yeah? All right, if CPI is on Thursday, we're definitely doing it. I didn't do the Forex Factory thing today, innit? That you see? For those of you who watch the NJ show on Mondays, we always look at Forex Factory. I couldn't stream yesterday because I had a family emergency, but you see what happens when you don't look at Forex Factory? So Thursday we'll do the stream, all right? So more critically, it turns out that the marking massive quantities of totally illiquid assets to the market only generates wealth on paper. So to give you an example, imagine you've got this meme coin, right? Where you've got like 100K liquidity, but you've got $2 million in tokens. How are you going to sell it? If you go on Uniswap and you put your tokens in Uniswap thinking you're going to sell this for 2 bar, you're going to look at it, you're going to click on swap, and it's going to say minus 99.9%. You'll destroy the entire liquidity on the thing, and it will look like a complete rug. And you won't even get your 2 million. You probably get 2,000. You know what I mean? So that's literally what they're explaining here. SBF, he's a madman. We know he's a madman. We know that he's got the dog's bollocks. We know that he's big in the space. We know that he's got P. However, most of his P is in an asset that he can't sell. So what does that make him then? Does that make him the big man that we think that he is? Or because CZ, he's got that money, He's got that money in multiple wallets. Like CZ is mad. I've got too much respect for CZ. You lot know that. Same with Elon. A lot of people don't like Elon. I've got mad respect for Elon. You know what I'm saying? So, FTX token is another stupid flywheel, according to CoinDesk's report. Alameda owned 5.8 billion FTT tokens in June of 2022, according to the market aggregator CoinGecko. This is equivalent to 180% of the total circulating supply of the token. So think about it. Think about it. It's good to see. I see a lot of people joining the chat. Thank you for leaving your comment and jumping in. I'll look at the chat in a little while. It's good to see everybody in the chat. Thank you for joining. If you're watching this recorded, by the way, feel free to leave a comment too. I do see the comments. I do engage with the comments. And join the Telegram. The Telegram is in the first link in the description below. You'll see voice notes. You'll see charts. The Telegram is still new. We're still building it. So we love you guys extra. Get those numbers up, okay? Get those numbers up. So look, on CoinGecko, we can see here what the total supply of FTX is, right? We see the max supply, and then we see the circulating supply, which is around 30% of the total supply. Now, it looks like the tokens that aren't in circulation are the tokens held by SBF's Alameda Research. Okay, which means on paper they've got a lot of money, of course. Like that's what the app's going to show you. But in reality, you can't sell those tokens. How many billions are you going to be able to get out from that? One at most, if you're lucky. I'd be surprised if you could get out 500 million. And the funny thing is, I think it was yesterday or the day before, CZ transferred $500 million worth of FTT tokens to Binance to start the selling. Mad. Anyway, we continue. Even more concerning, the blockchain analytics firm Messari shows that there are only 180 to 200 addresses actively transacting in FTT tokens. That's a very, very small amount. Oh my days, look what Lily just said. Lily's adding madness to this. Lily goes, Elon declined SBF's investment into Twitter, but accepted CZ's investment. The Lily show. The one outlier was on August the 5th, 2022, when suddenly around 10,000 addresses briefly became active. So look, there was 200 addresses overall that were actively trading FTT, which means that it's not very active. Like, there's not really much going on. That's friends and family, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then out of nowhere, 10,000 addresses just suddenly start sending couple to, yeah, I'm going to use this as a payment. Yeah, I'm going to do that. No, you weren't, you liar. as well as the low overall demand for this token. For comparison, let's look at a crypto token with a similar market cap, Chainlink. There are more than 10 times more active Link wallets than there are FTT wallets. So look, let's see the FTT wallets here. As you can see, there's barely anything going on, right? And then suddenly, in August, a random spike of around 10,000 users suddenly start using the FTT wallet, except it didn't really last for long because by the time we got around September, it was back at that low number. It only really spiked up in June, November, December. November, December was when the market topped out, so it makes sense. You know, people buying the top. For comparison, let's look at Link. Now, if we look at Link and compare these two charts together, you can see here that Link has, I don't know, 6,000 holders, 6,500. And yeah, we've dropped on Link to around, at one point it was 1.5K holders, but we did manage to get it back up to, 2.53. So Link is a real token. If you compare that one more time to FTT, you can see that there's not really much going on. So FTT's trading volume speaks to its lack of popularity. Over the last month, FTT's daily volume has fluctuated between 6 million and 42 million. Now look, don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. 40 million in terms of daily trading volume is actually not the worst that I've seen. It's not the worst that I've seen. You could think of like meme coins that get, you know what I'm saying? But the problem is, the reason that this is so sort of integral is because, we're not talking about a meme coin here. We're talking about the equivalent of CZ, a CZ rival. So, if for context, if we was to look at Binance, right? Let's see BNB token, all right? So if I go to CoinGecko and I go to BNB, oh, sorry, that's the wrong screen. One sec. Let me copy this then. What's the daily trading volume for BNB? Are we able to see that here? The daily trading volume for BNB on a day that we're pretty much dumping, right? The market's not looking that great. Trading volume for BNB is still 135 million. Okay. So when you're looking at numbers, and this is in bear market, this is a horrible bear market. In the bull market, this is going to be 20 times the amount. It's going to be like 2 billion, 3 billion. You know what I mean? Right? So going back here, you can see here that if you're sort of trading between 6 and 42 million in terms of daily volume, you can see that something isn't really right. And it's equal to, nearly 1% of Alameda's total FTT holdings. As a comparison, Masari shows real trading volumes for Link have ranged between 25 million to 173 million, roughly 4 times greater than FTT. So clearly there's something wrong. There is a demand issue that we've got here, when it comes to FTT tokens. The thing is, when I talk about this on Twitter, when I see people tweeting about this, I do see bullish sentiment. I do see people that really believe in it, but it's not the token that they believe in, it's SAM that they believe in, which is why you get a lot more happening on Solana than you would on FTT. If you believe in SAM, it's easier to back Solana than it is to back FTT, because FTT is really just an exchange token, if you think about it. Kind of like BNB, So let's look at the blockchain flows of FTT through FTX Exchange, the host of the majority of FTT's trading volume over the last month. So where is it coming from? Where is this trading volume coming from? And we can see here, if we zoom in, obviously little Zach XBT type little diagram there. All of the tokens go in a giant circle. You see that? It looks like a vagina though. It doesn't look like a circle to me. This looks like a straight up vagina. I don't know. Anyway, smash up the likes. Let's get to 100 likes. So all of the tokens go in a giant circle. This sure suggests organic market demand. I haven't ever seen this before. By the way, the number of tokens going through the largest wallet, this is Alameda's churning millions of FTT tokens through the exchange. For what purpose? So have you guys ever heard of the name of the phrase wash token? Wash trading. Do you guys know what wash trading is? Let me know in the chat if you know what wash trading is. Because essentially, what seems to be happening, according to this graph here, this year 6 sex education graph here, is that a lot of wash trading is happening and they're using their own tokens to do it. All of this all this to say that Alameda will never be able to cash in a significant portion of FTT to pay back its debts. There are a few buyers, and the largest buyer appears to be the very company Alameda is most closely tied to. The reality of this situation is that the vast majority of the value Alameda accrues to FTT token is unrealizable. And that's the main thing that you guys need to understand. If you can't realize this profit, you're screwed. You're finished. If you can't realize these profits, you're just holding tokens. The tokens are as valuable as everybody in the chat says they are, because you guys are what move the market up and down. Obviously, there are bigger powers, right? But you guys dictate how much the token is. So essentially, if you were buying tokens from FTT, you'll be buying into a black hole, because unless you dump those tokens, you might be left in a situation where there's not enough liquidity for you to dump those tokens. That's what I'm seeing here. So what about the other SBF projects? Like we've got SRM, we've got Solana, we've got Maps, we've got Oxy, we've got FIDA, right? Another Solana Link project hosting the naming service. Yeah, that's FIDA. I was going to say. Shockingly, most of these projects were duds. So everything that you see here, apparently, I don't think Solana is a dud, bro. I don't think Solana is a dud. If SBF goes under, I won't believe in Solana that much no more. The way that I've believed in Solana before, I won't have that much belief in them no more, because like SBF don't have money in it. You need money to keep these things going. What did I say a couple of months ago? I said, if I remember correctly anyway, I quote myself, I said, look, listen, in a bear market, if you're building in a bear market, you be Gucci. But to build in a bear market, you need money or you need time. You need one of the two. If you are a super smart individual that has someone paying for your food and shelter, you got time. If you don't have time, blood, you need to go get money. So you need to go and wipe windows, or you need to go and sell Nivea cream. You get what I'm saying? You need to go do something. Sell water bottles if you need to. Let me take a sip of water right now. Hold on. Fantastic. I'm hydrated now. So that's the problem. That's the problem. If SBF has no money, then you're not going to catch me saying big up Solana, because there's not going to be no liquidity, bro. No one's building because he has to go back to work. If he has to go back to work and you see him on road handing out leaflets and that, he's not working on Solana. He ain't working on Solana. Moving on. The total circulating market cap of Serum, Oxygen, Maps, and Bonfida is 321 million. What the total circulating market cap of all of these together is 321 million. In other words, Alameda's holdings of these tokens again far exceeds the total tokens currently in circulation. So you see what I was saying up here, right? With this, there's that vagina diagram again. You see what I was saying up here about the exactly this, right? You create the token, you pump the token, you add, obviously you're holding most of the circulating supply. So if you've got a token and you've got 300 million tokens, you release 100 on the market, some goes to private sales, you hold 200. Now this token, you pump the token, right? Now, once the token's pumped, you've got 200 million in your own wallet. So you say, yeah, look, bruv, look how much I am holding of these tokens, G. Like 100 in the market, but I've got 200 in my back pocket. So what are you saying? You put that on the balance sheet. You show this to the investors. And then because the investors think you're the maddest guy in the world, they're going to throw money at you because they want to be in the next opportunity. You see what I'm saying? When someone says, like you look at someone's Twitter or something like that and you see that they smash this mad long and you're like, oh, bro, this guy's sick. I'm going to follow him. He's probably going to get the next one right too. And then he gets the next 10 wrong. That's pretty much what's happening here. So let's go back down real quick. I hope I can find where we were, man. Oh, look, it's that vagina diagram again. Oh, here we are. Right. So he's holding. So for these tokens, they've got such a low market cap combined all together. And on top of that, he's holding most of these tokens, the ones that are not in circulating supply, which is making his balance sheet look even bigger than it's supposed to look. So, the lockups. In terms of the lockups, this talks about the private sales, the teams, the advisors and stuff. How much do you get? I know a lot of you guys might know about private sales, but it's a little bit complicated. We'll run through that in another show. which I'm happy to do, to be honest. Closer when we get closer to the bull market. But let's move on from here because this talks about serum maps. I want to talk about CZ, bro. I want to talk about CZ. So here he talks about maps again. He's talking about maps here. Yep, he's a sick advertiser. He's a marketer. He's a myth. He's a man. He's a legend. Kalayan, good to see you in the chat. August is saying when penis diagram. I don't know. We were only given a vagina one today. What's Himby saying? Himby saying CZ is a shark causing a bank run on the biggest competitor to get the bigger market share. Regulators will hunt him down. I don't know, Himby. Himby's, so you're team SBF, yeah? Hey, all right, here it goes. Here it comes. Here it comes. We're putting a poll in the chat right now. We're putting a poll in the chat. Start a poll. Who you got? Who you got? CZ, SBF. All right, the poll is active in the chat. The poll is active in the chat. So get your votes in right now. I want to see who's team CZ and who's team SBF. I'm going to vote as well. I'm going to vote as well. I'm going to vote as well. Hold on. Let me get my vote in too. 72 likes with 120 people here. Can we get to 100? Can we get to 100? Ooh, the polls are coming in. The polls are coming in, and it appears to be very one-sided. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this poll up for a couple of minutes. All right, we've got 44 votes already. I'm going to keep this poll up for a couple of minutes, and then we'll check it in a couple of minutes, and we'll see who wins, CZ or SBF. And what's this is a good comment. Feder Day says, reality is we can only lose here. Not really, my bro. Not really. That's not really true. What's happening is we'll break it down even further, but all we've done at the moment is we've talked about the downfall of SBF. You know, that's all we've really spoken about here. We haven't really spoken about CZ versus SBF just yet. So I know it sounds very sort of biased against CZ, but we're getting to that. We're getting to that. So it is bad for us. Yes, it is. But we'll talk about our thoughts and opinions towards the end of the stream where we'll do a little Q&A as well, all right? Let's do another 25 to 30 minutes on this, and then we'll see what go on, all right? So look at those engagement numbers. You see where he's oh shit, that's horrible. That's horrible, man. No one really cares. Maps. And here he's got 73 likes and 11 retweets. That's whack, bro. That's whack. That's horrible, you know? So he's shilling it. And then what he's doing is because he's got the name, he can pump it. He's got his own exchange. He can pump these tokens. It's very clever. Very, very clever. You know, so Coda, who is holding billions of dollars worth of unsecured Alameda debt? If this leaked balance sheet is accurate, Alameda Research has $6.6 billion in net equity. According to our sources and conservative estimates, Alameda's net equity is exceeded by the value assigned to their illiquid holdings, FTT, Serum, Oxy, FIDA, and MAPS. As we've demonstrated, FTT markets are highly illiquid and dominated by Alameda and FTX. The other tokens are associated with unpopular and failed projects that have no traction, little engagement, and are all down more than 90% from their all-time highs. In other words, Alameda finds themselves in a near identical situation as Celsius Network. So what this is saying in a very, very, very small worded phrase, they're saying bear market. SBF is now experiencing his bear market. Welcome to the bear market, bro. Welcome to the NJ show. Welcome to the bear market. You're welcome. We've got a bunch of people here alongside myself. We've been in the bear market for a while. We welcome you. If you're here, SBF, and if you're watching, subscribe to the show, bottom right-hand corner. It takes a second, bro. I'll bring you good content. I'll help you find the next coin that you don't have to hold all these tokens for. Make 100x, bro. We'll help you. Everyone in the chat, will we help SBF? We'll help SBF make 100x in the next chat, in the next cycle. When we're pushing out altcoins on this channel here, in the next bull market, every day talking about altcoins, we'll help SBF, all right? So subscribe. If you're in the chat, SBF, subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner, all right? So we know that SBF right now doesn't have the liquidity he needs. We know that he don't have the money that he needs. We know that he owes money to people, right? This analysis, however, doesn't even touch the $2 billion in equity investments that Alameda includes on their balance sheet. Given the current market conditions and the massive write-downs being taken in both public and private markets, Alameda could easily see hundreds of millions in losses on one of these investments should they need to sell. But not just that though. Not just that. It's much more than that. Because if you've got a token that doesn't have enough liquidity for you to even sell $50 million, or to make it even worse, what if Bitcoin keeps dumping from here? If Bitcoin keeps dumping from here and goes to 10K, then whatever tokens they're holding, Bitcoin will drag them down with it. Which means that their valuations are going to be cut in half as well. And on top of that, if they're cut in half, they're still not going to be able to sell even more, because as they dump in price, so too will liquidity be being pulled out of them. Which means that if they can get 50 million now, in the future, they might not even be able to get 10. Where does that put my man at that point? He's gonna do a Do Kwan, fam. I'm not like, I'm not pointing fingers at anyone, and I'm just talking freely. I'm just commenting. I'm not saying he's gonna do this and he's gonna do that. No one should associate that with me. But it does look like a Do Kwan situation right now. Do Kwan pulled his peas out and left. He was banking 80 million every month from Luna. He was cashing out 80 bars every month from Luna, dumping on his own followers. SBF might need to do this, might need to catch SBF in Dubai still. The kicker here is that Alameda's balance sheet lists 7.4 billion in loans. So they have 6.6 that they have, which is in tokens, and they have 7.4 billion in loans, with 2.2 billion of those loans collateralized with the FTT token. That's mad. That's mad. Who knows how much is collateralized with other worthless tokens on Alameda's balance sheet? So look, I'm telling you now, if I was an advisor for CZ and I took all this information and I put it on CZ's desk, what would you do if you were CZ? Let's have a look at this poll. I want to see who's winning. We've got 77 votes, so I'm about to cut the poll. If you haven't voted, you've got 1 minute to do so. Right, but what would you do though if you were CZ? You're the king of the castle right now, okay? And someone's come and they've made their own castle. They've built their own army. All right, and you see an opportunity right now. Oh my God! Look at this comment. I'll go for the jugular, G. What? Where's SBF? SBF here, yeah? Tell him come see me. Man, you're mad, Snecker. You're mad. But yeah, essentially, from a more rhetorical perspective, go for the jugular. A massive shout out to Dirty Bubble Media. This was a fantastic article. It really, 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 really broke down everything that we needed to know so that we can now continue the stream. So a big shout out to Dirty Bubble Media. I don't know who runs it. I don't know who they are, but awesome article. There's that vagina diagram again. Awesome article. Really, really well broken down. Okay, moving on. Again, obviously, as I explained this to you guys a couple of times, this is what SBF did a couple of times. He did it with Solana, FTT, Maps, Oxy, FIDA, SRM. I don't think they even spoke about the other ones. What about Radium and them lot? Do you know what I'm saying? He didn't. Now, CZ on Binance. Here we go. Here it starts to get juicy. Look how dark my screen all got and stuff, because it's about to get juicy here. All right. Let me close off the poll before that, and let's read out the results before we start reading the CZ comments. Here we go. All right, so I'm going to end the poll now. So out of the 84 people who voted, right, we've got 85% have voted for CZ and 14% have voted for SBF. Now, look, I don't blame you. And look, don't even get it twisted, I'm not just backing CZ because it says Binance up there. I've always been a supporter of CZ. You guys know from the beginning of the NJ show, I've always loved CZ. The amount of times I've emailed that guy to try and get him on the show. You know what I'm saying? I would love to get CZ on the show. Big man Ting, I would love to get him on the show. I love CZ, But it seems that you guys do as well. All right. So let's have a look at what CZ is saying here. So, as part of Binance's exit from FTX equity last year, Binance received roughly $2.1 billion in USD equivalent in cash, Binance USD, and FTT token. Due to recent revelations that have come to light, we have decided to liquidate any remaining FTT on our books. Whoa! That is deep. Imagine your SBF, you're just scratching your chest. You're just on your phone texting someone, and then you just see CZ tweeted. You're like, oh, what's this? Click on it. We're selling all the FTT. Bruh, I would shit my pants. I would shit my pants if I was SBF, to be honest. I'd be like, bro, why are you doing that? Why are you selling, man? Man, come, let me chat to you. Don't sell, bro. Smash the like, bottom right hand corner, subscribe, please, if you don't mind, thanks. So let me zoom into this for you guys a little bit. Hold on. So we will try to do so in a way that minimizes market impact due to market conditions and limited liquidity. We expect this to take a few months to complete. Now, he said this, right? He said this, and about half an hour later, $500 million of FTT tokens were transferred over to the exchange. So, and he tweeted on that as well. And he said, he was like, yeah, this is part of it. Can I bring it up? Can I bring it up? Let me see if I can bring it up. Wait. So, no, I think I retweeted it. So I think I can. It might even be easier for me to find it. Hold on, I retweeted it for sure. I retweeted it. Hold on. Yeah, I've got it here. So I'm gonna bring this here. I'm gonna put this here. Oh, raw. Did he delete it? Oh, let me quickly take a picture of it. Then hang on. Let me take a picture of it before. Maybe my cache didn't refresh. So I'll take a picture of it. New. There we go. Snip this. There we go. All right, I've got it here. I've got it here. So I'll bring it up shortly. So what we'll do is we'll read this now, okay? We'll read this now, and then I'll show you the screenshot that I just took. All right? So we're going to try to do this in a way that minimizes the market impact due to market conditions and limited liquidity. We expect this to take a few months. Now, I see a comment here from Lily saying 500 million, like it's nothing. Imagine how wealthy he is. It's true. It's true, but I don't think that's the big thing that we need to really look at here, Lily. I think the big thing that we need to look at here is that FTT is about to take $500 million of selling pressure. Massively bearish. Couldn't think of a more bearish scenario unless SBF just ran. You know, but SCZ is still going to sell. I was about to say SC is going to sell. You know, when the market's bearish, I just think SC is selling. You know? So, Binance always encourages collaboration between industry players regarding any speculation as to whether this is a move against a competitor. It's not. Our industry is in its infancy, is what he's trying to say. Come on, CZ, bro. You don't need to use thesaurus like that, bro. And every time a project publicly fails, it hurts every user and every platform. Blood. Do you know what my man just said there? Number one, he goes, look, we're not taking out the competition. They just failed. And we're trying to sell our tokens now because they failed. It's not our fault that they're shit. That's literally what he just said. How mad is that? So for the 85% of you who are supporting CZ in the chat, obviously we're backing a whale here, fam. This guy ain't just a whale. He's got sword and shield and everything. He's the man. He's the guy. We typically hold tokens for the long term, and we have held onto this token for this long. We stay transparent with our actions. All right. Now, this is the thing. Because he did that, and when he did that, a few hours later, he shared this. So look here, an alert from Whale Alert that says 23 million FTT tokens, equivalent to $585 million, transferred from an unknown wallet to Binance. And CZ tweets it, and he says, yes, this is part of it. Bruh. Let me see if I can bring it up. Hold on. Because we need it. Let's be honest. We need it. Hold on.
Big man thing, yeah?
I don't know if this is going to work now. Hold on.
Big man thing, yeah? It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good.
No, it's not. No, it is not. Madness. Absolute madness. Let's carry on because the story doesn't finish there. You know? And we've got a question here from Titan saying, why would CZ sell in a bear market though? It's nothing more than will do damage to FTX and SPF. Look, the reason CZ's doing this is because he don't need the money. He doesn't need the money, and Binance don't need the money, and they don't need the money. Nobody needs the money except Sam. So he's just accelerating their destruction. You know, he's just accelerating it. That's all. All right, moving along. As soon as, listen to this, chat. Listen to this. This is mad. As soon as CZ tweets all of this, the founder, no, not the founder, the CEO of Alameda Research responds to CZ and says, listen, Mr. Binance, if you're looking to minimize the market impact on your FTT sales, Alameda will happily buy it all from you today at $22. So CZ says, I'm about to sell $2 billion worth of FTT, and we're going to start right now. The CEO of Alameda Research comes out and says, look, if you're looking to do this, we're going to buy it off you OTC for $22. CZ says, nah, bro. Nah. I'm dumping this on the market. So if you want to get out, get out. CZ gave everybody a chance, you know. He's given everybody a chance to get out of this. He's spoken about it publicly on Twitter. He's retweeted the thing. Yo, we got Trader XO in the chat. Is that really Trader XO? It is. Yo, what Trader XO? Why are you not a mod, bro? Hold on. Yo, give a big shout out to Trader XO in the chat. Give a massive shout out to Trader XO in the chat. Trader XO, there you go, my bro. You are now moderator. Show some love to Trader XO, okay? He's my big bro. He schools me throughout this game. Yep, he looks after me. He's my big bro. So just show him love, all right? Cool. So, anyway, comes out and says, we'll buy it all off you from OTC. CZ's like, nah, not today. Not today. Suddenly, man's sent how many? $585 million worth of FTT tokens over to Binance. So he's selling no matter what. Now, he's not going to publicly admit this, right? He's not going to publicly admit this, but it looks like war to me. Moving on. We have to move on. Right. So what does CZ say here? He comes out on 9:49 p.m., right? Same day. This is all happening on the same day. And he goes, liquidating our FTT is just post-exit risk management, learning from Luna. He's comparing FTT to Luna now. First he goes, yeah, it's deep. Like when a project fails, you know, it's tense, like it's upsetting, but what can you do? And now he's comparing them to Luna. He goes, we gave them support before, but like we're not going to pretend to make love after divorce. We're not against anyone, but we won't support people who lobby against other industry players behind their backs. CZ finished him. That was a Mortal Kombat fatality. That was a fatality of a tweet right there. He finished them. That's it. You're not recovering from this. And it's one of them ones like, you know, in Assassin's Creed, when you shank the bad guy and then you put the bad guy's neck in your hand and you're just chatting to him and you're like, yeah, resquieta in pace. What is it? Requiescat in pace. That's what he says. Requiescat in pace. That's what CZ just did to this brother here. Hey, Scarlett, welcome to the chat. I haven't seen you in a long time, love. Good to see you. Thank you. Caroline made a mistake telling put this price. Do Kwan told the public. I don't know what you're saying, Scarlett. Good to see you, though, man. Good to see you. Cheers for joining the chat. But CZ says that finishes him off in one bang. One bang KO, some Mike Tyson knockout. And obviously, we got a lot of controversy in the comments. We're not really going to go through the comments, but yeah, finished. Fatality. And then obviously, we go back to our diagram here that we got from was it Dirty Bubble Media? Bubble Dirty Media or something like that. I'm not sure. But anyway, shout out to them too. She's saying Do Kwan got pegged. Did Do Kwan get involved with some odd intercourse, some kinky intercourse? Yeah. Anyway, so again, look, this is how FTX works. All right. Now, look, I'm not sending. All I'm saying is they've done it so many times now that you can't really avoid the truth anymore. You know what I'm saying? So how FTX works? They make a token. And then once they've made the token, they sell 30% to the open market through private sales, through seed investors, etc., etc., etc. They hold 60% roughly for themselves. All right. And as the token gets listed on markets, etc., 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 the value of that token goes up. They use marketing strategies. They put money in themselves to make this token go up in price. Now, what happens is once they've got these tokens up in price, the 60% that they hold is equivalent to a certain USD value, right? So they use that USD value to acquire loans from other people so that they have liquid cash. Okay. They take their FTT tokens and they say to people, oh, these FTT tokens right here that I've got in my servers all over here, worth around 6 billion. So if this is worth 6 bill, then why can't you let me borrow 1 bill? It's just USD, bro. I'll give that back. We can use these FTT tokens as collateral. Even if I sold all of these now, I'll get like 3-4 back. So why are you stressed about letting me borrow 1? Okay. And then once they borrow these coins, once they borrow these all these, make all these loans, the balance sheet is 6.6 billion in tokens, but the debt is 7.4 billion in USD. You know what I'm saying? They did not expect to get in trouble with Binance. And you know what? It's SBF's fault. You can't tweet, my man. You can't tweet. The first tweet that we looked at in this chat, right, was where he said, is CZ even allowed in DC? In Washington, D.C. Is he even allowed to go there? And CZ must have looked at this and thought, is this guy a dickhead? Is this guy being serious? Is this real? You know what I mean? And finished him. Finished him. Cut the head of the snake off, bro. So the funny thing is, should I tell you what the biggest catch is of all of this? Is step number 4, right? You see, when Alameda take these loans, do you know what they do with these loans? They send it to FTX. Now, we can't prove what they're doing. We can't prove whether or not they're using it as liquidity, whether or not they're buying the FTT token with it, whether or not they're buying Solana with it. But the point is that they've got billions in reserves ready to deploy if they need to pump a token in order to make their other holdings look valuable, in order to show these valuable holdings to potential lenders that can then repeat the process for them. Can we get to 100 likes? We are 10 likes away from 100 likes and we have 130 people watching. Please, please, let's get to 100 likes. And in the interim, let's talk about, ask some questions. Ask me some questions. What have you guys got to ask today? Because I'm going to shoot in about 10 minutes, but I'm down to do a little Q&A before we go. Let's get a like spike going. If you haven't subscribed, by the way, subscribe to the channel. How far are we away? We are, hold on. We are just shy of 50 subscribers away from 5,000 subscribers. We are 53 subscribers away from 5,000. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. And we did just hit 100 likes. Thank you very much, chat. Really, really appreciate you guys. Really, really appreciate you guys. So what have we got here? Let's see what everybody's talking about. Elizabeth, thank you very much, love. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Ashura says, yo, what's up, NJ? Good to see you, my bro. Thank you for joining the show. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Hafuel says, we hit 100 likes. Yes, we did. Frederico says, what are your thoughts on the US elections affecting the markets? Yeah, well, they are. They are. Just simply put, they are. It's going to be turmoil in the markets. It happens every time. So it's going to, right? Just the same way FOMC, CPI does. This is even bigger than that. So expect volatility in the market. Hi, Uchuka. Good to see you. Thank you for joining the show. Thank you for your comment. What do I think of Immutable X? To be honest, we could talk about that in another stream. I want the stream to be more focused on Solana and CZ, SBF and CZ. Sorry about that, but make sure you ask me in another stream, all right? This is a good question. What if CZ and SBF are working together to liquidate all spectators? It's possible. It's very, very, very possible. But at the same time, why would SBF want to take the hit though? SBF is the one taking the hit. He's the one who's got everything to lose. CZ has nothing to lose. So what would SBF do if him and CZ were doing that? You know? If him and CZ were doing that together, then I don't know, SBF like moving like a cuckold, isn't it? Like, why is he doing that? Why is he allowing himself to get bent over and smacked up while CZ just wins? It doesn't make sense. Um, can you chart? I'm not going to do any charting today. This episode is purely focused on CZ versus SBF. We'll do charting. Maybe Thursday we'll do some charting. Otherwise, we'll do a weekend stream. If the market does give us a pump on the weekend, we'll go over all the altcoins again. All right. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on Solana under these conditions? Think he will dump off Sol to prop up FTT? Honestly, anything that is related to SBF, including Solana right now, is a no-go for me. Unless you're shorting. What's the spiel on TVK? I'm still holding TVK. I've got TVK. I'm holding a bag. Until I'm invalidated on the macro picture, I'm still holding a bag. All right. Bro, you know all of this is planned between the two, right? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think when there's this much money involved, I don't think so. When you've got quotes being deleted off Twitter, when you've got things being removed, when you've got real money that's being moved from an unknown wallet to Binance, it looks a bit real to me, bro. Let's see if it happens again. Also, to add to it, the market's responded. You think about it logically. If the market was going up, right? If the market was going up, then why would CZ and SBF collaborate together to make the market go lower? They don't need to buy anything. They've got more tokens than you'll ever have in your whole life. All of us put together here, we would not equate to one of the wallets that Binance has. Not CZ, but Binance, right? So they don't need to desperately make money. They don't need to desperately hold money. So why would they want the market to go down? It doesn't make sense for them to be buying lower. The problem is liquidity battle right now anyway. Was this the Black Swan event the market was waiting for? Well. All right, very, very good question. That's a really, really good question. If it was a Black Swan event that the market was waiting for, I think that it would have already happened. All right, if CZ was going to pull the trigger in one pot, I think that some people would have found out before and would have started selling. So I think I think that by the time CZ would have sold, it would have been like a reaction, like we would have already started getting that breakdown, but we haven't. We've dumped right into support from the news, and I can't really see anything here that tells me that, yeah, we're going to 10K now. We'll only know if we kind of crack 17.5. If we get a close, if we get a daily close below, even below 18.5, if we get a daily close, it won't look good. Then we'll know that the market is ready to probably want to go lower. That's bad English. Then we'll know that the market is telling us it probably is ready to go lower. Okay? So I don't think it's the Black Swan. No, I don't. And I don't think we need to get a Black Swan event for it to happen as well, Giles, if I'm really honest with you. Scarlett says, CZ will wreck them slowly and painfully. Yeah, I agree. I do believe he will as well. He's not fucking about. CZ's not fucking about. I've got so much respect for that guy. I swear to God. He is so badass. Like, for him to come out publicly and says, what, you think you're a big man? Hey, send 585 million to Binance. Watch what I'm going to do. Keep tweeting. Send 585 million. I'm going to, on my phone app, I'm going to sell it on my phone. How mad is that? What's this? I guess so, to be honest. I never liked the FTX guy from the beginning anyway. Not sure what you think about that bloody Yehudi. Nah, I can't make comments like that. I've got nothing against Sam. I've got nothing against him. He's doing his thing. He's done well in the crypto space. He's made money. He's doing his thing. He's done his thing. And now, obviously, he got a little bit too cocky. And that's what happens. That is literally what happens. You join, I've got this in my own family. I suffer from the same thing where you've got someone, you try and help them so much. You help them as much as you can. And you really help them grow into something that they would have never in a million years been able to grow into without your support and help. And then what happens is one day they get cocky. One day, for some very odd reason, they just wake up and decide, I don't want your help anymore. But not only do I not want your help anymore, I want to go against you. I want to be above you. I want my name to shine. And I don't even want your name to shine. I just want to be higher than everyone. And if I need to kill you off to do so, I'm going to do that. The dog that bites the owner's hand? It's literally like that. And SBF did that with CZ. And bro, he got smacked up for it. What do you want me to say? He got smacked in the face for it. You know, yo, Trader SC in the chat. We got Trader XO and Trader SC in the chat. Good to see you, my brother. Guys and girls in the chat, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, give a shout out to Trader SC in the chat. All right, it doesn't make sense for SC to come into the chat and no one's going mad. Everyone go mad. Everyone go mad in the chat right now. Go mad. Do we have any more comments? Do we have any more comments in the chat? Anything that anyone wants to ask? CZ versus SC would be interesting. I agree. I do think so. I don't know if CZ would win that one though. What's PK saying? PK saying the 2017 2018 post bull seems much different than the current post. I wasn't in the 2017 2018. Yeah, look, listen, you won, and that's not a problem because you'll be in the next one. But what I will say is this: 2017 was a bull market in itself. Believe me, it was mad. Trader XO will tell you that. You know, Trader XO will tell you how mad 2017 was. That's what I'm going to say. Oh, hold on. Check DMs. Come on then. All right, come on then. Oh, actually, no, I don't think we can. I don't think we can. Keep the comments coming in. Keep the comments coming in. All right, love, 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 love. All right, let me see if we got any more comments. Let me see if we got any more comments. Rightio. Rightio. Okay, everyone. Thank you very much for a fantastic stream. I really enjoyed it. I really, really, really enjoyed it. Maybe we'll bring SC on soon, all right, to have a look at Bitcoin and stuff like that. I know you all love it when SC comes on. I love it too. You know what it is? When SC and XO come on, I swear, even I turn into one of the commenters. Like, I start looking and I forget that I'm hosting the show. I'm like, right, this is mad. You know, when he's posting Bitcoin, when he's doing charts on Bitcoin and altcoins, you listen to him, you're like, why don't my levels look like that? You know what I mean? XO talking about macro, it's all the same. But listen, real talk. Thanks for everybody's attention. Thanks for everybody's time. If XO streaming tonight, yeah, is XO streaming tonight? Hold on, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Is XO streaming tonight? Trader XO. Tuesday, the 8th of November, 9 p.m. UTC. Oh, yeah. No, that's tomorrow. Live stream later today. Tuesday, 8th of tomorrow. Yeah. Okay. So XO is streaming tonight. Okay. So all of you make sure that you go over to XO stream tonight, 9 p.m. UTC. It's roughly in 7.5 hours. I'm expecting to see all of you lot there. So make sure you go. All right. Thank you once again for your love, for your patience. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. By the way, we're so close to 5K subscribers now. It is a party up in here. So thank you all for your support. Make sure you like the video. And if you are watching this recorded as well, GG, appreciate you. See you on the next one. We'll be going live on Thursday for CPI. All right. Should be fun. Cheers, everyone. Bye.